Gosh, you got me with my conch shell. I'm just getting ready to call teachers back to school. No, in all seriousness, we're about to come back to school, and man, it's been the longest spring break ever. We're ready to get kids back, and what I want to do is introduce today a series of videos, our Return to Greatness, part of the DoobTube series that we've been doing last spring and this summer. Without boring anybody with a 45-minute to an hour-long video, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a series of videos that are no longer than 5 minutes at a time to discuss how things are going to be as we return to school. We've gotten some good survey results back, moms and dads. Thank you very much for getting those filled out and back to us so we can kind of start to plan for virtual versus face-to-face. And it looks to me like the vast majority would like to return face-to-face, and that's what we're all hoping for, given a little bit of time. There was conversation about how we'll ease back into this, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to do this in a way that makes you, the parents, you, the students, and then of course our teachers, our faculty and staff, we all have to be comfortable with this process. It can't be something that we force everybody back together. That would make everybody very, very uncomfortable, and we want to do this as safely and as slowly as we need to. But this series of videos we're going to do between now and the first day of school, we'll talk about things like what the first 3 to 4 weeks of school will look like. If we do this well and we do this the way that I know that we can, we'll make improvements and we'll be able to show schools in our area just how it's done and done well. And we'll get it back to as close to normal as we can sooner that way. We'll talk about things like bus routes, arrival and dismissal, how the hallways are going to be, transitioning between classes, student health protocols, staff health protocols, mealtime. What will breakfast look like? What will lunch look like? What will the drive-through look like as far as picking up to go meals for those students that are taking their virtual day? Organizational procedures, we'll talk about that as a faculty, health and hygiene, all of the extracurricular and athletic events and how that's going to look, and it'll be sport specific in some cases, and I can tell you that this information changes literally daily. So what we make a video about today wouldn't be effective to watch in a week. So I'm going to try to produce these in small 5-minute bursts to keep your attention, to keep it somewhat entertaining, and to make it pertinent to the information at hand. We'll talk about deliveries, medication, disbursement, visitation, face-to-face instruction versus virtual instruction, social emotional needs, counseling. We have a very new counselor on staff. She's been wonderful to work with. Her name is Mrs. Emily Lawrence. Most of you know her from the middle school, and we were able to get her up here at the high school. And then we'll talk about grading, policy, and GPA and things like that. But it'll be a much different semester, this first semester, than what we were facing as we went into last spring, the spring of 2020's shutdown. We're going to have a little bit more of a game plan, and we'll have time to plan. And we'll have teachers. Teachers are already starting to come back. Coaches have been back, and we will get this information out to you, like I said, in small bursts. So the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time, and that's the way we're going to try to feed it to you. By all means, I've appreciated all the questions. There's been some phone calls. There have been numerous emails. Do not hesitate to email, pick up the phone and call. But an email response might take us 24 hours to get back to you. But write down your thoughts, ask your questions, put them in the order of importance, and I will do my very best, and we as a team will do our very best to get that information to you so you guys as parents and students can make a safe decision what works best for your family. But please, by all means, do not feel rushed to come back to school or an urgency to come back to school if you don't feel safe. So we can do this, and we can do it in a great way, and this will be our return to greatness. I appreciate everything. Look forward to getting more of these videos out to you. Take care. Be safe.